All right, man. So the Nets win again, this time over the Spurs, currently a playoff seeded team. And what's really impressive to me is they held them down to 106 points in regulation. And to me, this is actually the most important development with the Brooklyn Nets. Now, Bruce Brown, he dropped like damn near 30 points again, okay, which is insane. So they've really found this guy. He's really going to be a diamond in the rough for them. But forget all the offensive stuff. The key here is the defense, okay? Because what was the biggest worry about the Nets prior to this? It was defense. Because what was going down was, basically the other team was scoring no cap, 140, no hyperbole, 148 in regulation is the key, folks. In regulation, 148 points. You simply can't win games that way. But if you're holding teams to 106, 115, 100, at some of these games they're holding their opponents to under 100 points in the 90s. That is a recipe for winning when you're the best offense of all time. Now, can they maintain this defense that they've really found? Like, the Nets should have won this game. DeJounte had this amazing, no offense, but kind of lucky, a buzzer beater to tie the game to go into OT. Um, they should have won this game in regulation. But, and then, they went into overtime and won, which means they've now won 9 out of 10. And they only lost that last game to the Mavericks when the Nets didn't have Kyrie Irving. So I think the question becomes, can you maintain that same level of defense when Kevin Durant is reinserted into the lineup? That's a huge question, man. It really is. But as constructed, just with Kyrie and Harden as the two main guys, I think they're an automatic lock just to even make the finals just with them two. And considering the fragility of the other teams, AD is always hurt. Paul George and Kawhi are always hurt. These are West Coast, these are West teams. I don't, I see Kyrie and Harden as just these two guys alone. Let's say KD tears his Achilles again, hypothetically. I still have them as, I'm not saying they're guarantees with just Kyrie and Harden to win the championship, but I would say they have a good chance. Clearly, what you can see is the defense is doing a really good job. And then with those two playmakers on the floor, and then Bruce Brown getting all these open looks because you have to guard James and Kyrie, and James is doing a great job playing the point. He, I guess, set a record today with his stats: 0 turnovers, had a hefty triple double. It's just it's turning out to really be coming together. I would just wonder, can the defense sustain this when KD is reinserted into the lineup? But again, Kyrie and Harden, this next net squad, assuming them two stay healthy, no question they make the finals. There's nobody in the East that's good this year. So it all comes down to the West. Is it going to be the Lakers? The Lakers are a damn good defensive team, so I'd really be worried about that. But considering the fragility of Anthony Davis, it's really hard to consider them to even be a lock, just to even make the finals, actually. So I'm not even really sure if that's going to happen. But Nets looking really good right now, man.